Welcome students again to PRADIP sir classes as PSC, and today we are discussing about unit and dimension. There is the various numericals that are related with NEET or JEE main exam. So this is lecture 5, and if you for and if you are in that class first, then you go to the previous section of the numericals, and then where is my duster, and then join that particular class. Okay, so let's student start with a very interesting example. Very interesting. So question number 1. Integration of dx by root over of 2ax minus x square equal to a to the power of n and then sine inverse x by a minus 1, and the value of n is, the question is the value of n, the value of n is 0, -1, 1, and none of these. So the option is A, B, C or D. And these numericals, all the numericals, and if I take 5 numericals for that particular class, then you have to realize all the numericals with neat and clean. Is it clear view? Yes, it is clear. So students, and first of all students, you have to know all the dimensions of the physical quantity. But is this a dimensional analysis or not? First of all, from the first view, you know that this is the integration, and this is actually in mathematical tools or in 12th standard, it is the integration process. So is it a dimensional analysis or not? Then I say that this, yes, this is based on dimensional analysis, and you can calculate the value of n with the help of dimensional analysis. And how it is possible? Students, first of all, you have to know all the terms related with the numericals. That is dx. What is dx? What is dx? So dx is d means a small value. D means small value. So d means a small value. Suppose I say that dt means small time, and if we say that dt, then it is a small time. If it is a dx, then it is a small distance, and if I say d knowledge k, then it is dk. That means that numericals, you have an idea of dk for that particular numericals. That is, dk means a small knowledge about these numericals, small knowledge. So d signifies a small value. As you think the small is a relative term, you think that small means if I say this is a small, then you can say that this is also small with respect to this one. So small is a relative term, but you have to think a small value, that the maximum level I think that particular physical quantity is that limitations of this is small. So dk means a small knowledge, dx a small distance, and dt small time, but it is not a physical quantity. So knowledge you can't measure with a perspective of the result card. So knowledge is not a physical quantity, it is not measurable. As for example, I say for your knowledge. So dt is a small time. So first of all, you have to, where d is written, everywhere where you have seen that here it is dx or dt or dv or du, then you can think that this is a small value. So small length means the dimension of this is L. Then ax, and x is also length. So first of all, student, think about the dimension of that left hand side. So this is dx means L, then root over of 2ax. I don't know that particular physical quantity, but I know what is the dimension of x. So homogeneity means you can add 1 kg with a 2 kg. That is the same physical quantity added. But if it is 1 kg and 1 second, then you can apply the principle of homogeneity. So principle of homogeneity means you can add a particular physical quantity which have same dimensions. Okay, so 1 kg plus 2 kg you can add, but 1 kg plus 1 second you can't. So don't think about it, just think about it, because it is known for it, that is L square. So 2ax means suppose 2 kg minus 1 kg. So kg remains same, so that is the physical quantity remains same. So you have to take any one of these, that is the dimension. So in place of x square you can write L square. So L by L, that is this is the dimension is 1. So this is a dimensionless term. It is a dimensionless term. Now think about the second part, that is right hand side. That is right hand side. So what is about right hand side? Suppose it is written a to the power of n and then sine inverse of x by a minus 1. So what is about x? Sine inverse of this quantity. So sine theta means sine theta represent, this is perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is length by length. So this is also dimensionless physical quantity. And if we take sine inverse, then it is also a dimensionless quantity. So this is dimensionless quantity since this is a trigonometric function. So this is dimensionless. So the next one is we get a to the power of n and this is equal to 1. So this is equal to 1. Dimensionally we can write. Yes, the equation is not like that. We can dimensionally write. Dimensionally we can write that a to the power of n and this is equal to 1. So in place of 1 we can write a to the power of 0. Why? Because x to the power of 0 equal to 1. We know that there is a somewhere of physical variables. If a variables are given and if the exponents of the variable is 0, then we can write a to the power of 0 equal to 1. So a to the power of n and this is equal to a to the power of 0. That means n equal to 0. So the answer is 0. So this is the concepts and all. If you want to be a NEET student, if you want to be a JEE Main or JEE Advanced student, then you have to think properly and go through the concepts. Not about practice is also required, but you have to realize the basic concepts around the related with dimensional analysis. So dimensional analysis, with the help of dimensional analysis, we can calculate, yes, the exponents, the value of n. So this is the final answer. The answer will be 0. Okay. So go for the next question. If I take students, suppose 5 numericals, then 5 numericals will be very, very important. So the next one is, yes, question number, the next one is, you can follow these numericals. This is mastering physics. Mastering physics is also a very good, very conceptual book, and most of the numericals are related with. Yes, it is. There is a questions. Which of the following combination of the physical quantity? Which of the combination of the physical quantity, which of the combinations of the physical quantity are not possible, and the combination is given, that is p minus q by r, quantities, and the b is pq by r, and the c is p plus q by r, and d is p plus Q, R. Suppose all the physical quantity quantities are different dimension. So which of the combinations of the physical quantities, there are the different types of combination given. There is P minus Q by R, PQ by R, P plus Q by R, and P plus Q R. And all the physical quantities are of different dimensions, then you have to calculate which of the following combinations are not possible. Okay, so let's discuss about and what concept are within that particular combinations. So first of all, student, again I repeat, 1 liter plus 1 liter, that is equal to 2 liter. Yes, and if I say 2 kg plus 2 centimeter, then it is also possible. Then it is possible or not? Yes, it is possible. It is possible or not? Yes, it is possible. Yes, it is possible. If this is kg and this is centimeter. So if it is written as 2 meter plus 2 centimeter, then it is possible or not? Then you can say that this is possible, but this is not. Why? Because these are the different physical quantity. This is mass, this is length. Mass and length cannot be. But if the mass is given in another unit, that is, this is SI unit and this is CG, so then you can convert it as 200 centimeter plus 2 centimeter, that is 202 centimeter. Yes, it is possible. Because the quantity dimension, if the units are different, then you can add. But if the physical quantity are different, then you cannot add. This is called the dimension of homogeneity. So same physical quantity can be added or subtracted. So you have to, here it is given, suppose all the physical quantities are different dimensions. So P and Q are different dimensions. So this is not possible. This is not possible. This is not possible. Answer is, you can realize this one. So which of the following combinations are not possible? The answer is A, C and D. The answer is A, C and D. It is so simple. So students, let's go for the third one. So question number 3. So question number 3, and I take another very important numericals, and this is, suppose P equal to alpha by beta. P equal to alpha by beta. This is also a very important numericals. So e to the power of alpha z by k theta, alpha z by k theta, and z, here it is given, P is pressure, z is distance, and k is Boltzmann constant. Yes, students, if it is not known to me, and if you think that this is the a new concept or new physical quantity, then go through my first lecture, and here it is given what is the dimension of Boltzmann constant. So in Boltzmann constant, theta is the temperature and theta is the temperature, and what is the dimension of beta? What is the dimension of beta? So you have to calculate the dimension of beta, and the answer, the options are given. There is M0, L2 and T0, and the second one is M1, L2 and T1, and the third one is M1, L0, T minus 1, and D, M0, L2 and T minus 1. So first of all, students, write down the numericals and I discuss that particular one. Pause the video, students, and write down it first. So what is the technique? What is the concepts or technique about these numericals? Is it a tough numerical or easy? Yes. So you have to calculate the dimension of beta. dimension, yes. Okay. Student, first of all, you have to think the dimension of the exponents. So always the dimensions of the exponent term, that is here it is e to the power of minus alpha z by k theta. So these will be, first of all, these will be 1 exponent. This is the technique. These will be 1, and if we take e to the power of this, so this is 1. So the dimension of p is alpha by beta. So the dimension of p, dim of p, and this is equal to alpha by beta. Since exponents is 1, so you can write alpha z equal to k theta, and this is equal to also 1. So dimension of this equal to this, and dimension of p is equal to dimension dim of this, and dimension of this is equal to 1. So from that equations you have to calculate dimension of beta. So the dimension of beta equal to, so the dimension of beta equal to dimension of alpha by dimension of p. So what is about the dimension of alpha? So this is dimension of alpha equal to dimension of alpha, and this is equal to dimension of k theta by dimension of k theta by z, dimension of k theta by z. So let's try, student. So students, then the dimension of beta equal to dimension of this by this, and the dimension of alpha is this by this one. And so you can substitute the value of the dimension of alpha here. So dimension of alpha equal to dimension dimension of k theta by dimension of p by dimension of z. So dimension of z. So this is the dimension of beta, and the dimension of k. K means you have to check the dimensional chart, or you can memorize it as Joule by Kelvin. So it is so simple. Joule by Kelvin means here it is Joule by theta. Joule means energy. So dimension of k equal to Joule by theta into theta. Here it is theta. So theta and theta, and here the dimension of this is Joule by theta, and the dimension of p. This is dimension of p and dimension of z. Dimension of z. So dimension of theta cancel. So dimension of j means energy. Energy means ml square t minus 2 by dimension of p, pressure. Pressure means ml minus 1 t minus 2, and distance. Distance means l. So this is 0. So m to the power of 0, and here L cancel 1, and this is L square, and t square cancel. So m0 L square, and here t is also 0. So m0 L square t 0. So 1 is the answer. So 1 is the correct answer. So for students, first of all, if you are 11th standard, then it is obviously maybe it is a triple plus questions, but this is not so. You have go through that particular dimensions that are that is suppose Planck's constant. What is the modulus of elasticity, stress, strain, surface tension, surface energy, or permeability, permittivity, thermodynamic constant, Boltzmann constant, and also there are some different, and suppose moment, magnetic moment, and these are given for the, if you check the dimensional chart, then you can get a last of the dimension is like that. So take question number 4. The next one is question number 4. So what is about question number 4? Question number 4. Take another example. and take another one. And so this is yes, it is like similar to question number 3. Similar to question number 3. So this is x is the function of t. What is the function? You know that x is a function of t means, suppose the students, this is x equal to t square, and if you change the value of t, if you place in place of t 2, then you can get the value of x, that is 2 square, that is 4. So t is the independent variable, means you can put any one of the value you think in place of t, but x will be according to t. So x is the dependent and it depends upon t. So x is this is a function, this is algebraic function, and there are 5 functions, and you can memorize it as ILET. ILET, that is inverse function, logarithmic, algebraic, trigonometric, and exponential function. So inverse function, it is like that sine inverse x, and it is y equal to log x, logarithmic function, y equal to x square, you can choose, y equal to sine x, you can choose, y equal to e to the power of x. So these are the functions, 5 functions, and this is an algebraic pattern, so it is the algebraic function. So x is the function of t, the question is x is the function of t, and this is equal to, this is nu naught. What is symbolic representation by alpha and 1 minus e to the power of minus alpha t. And here given the position of the particle. So this is the position, means the dimension is L, it is given, and position of the particle at time t is given by the relation where nu naught is a constant, this is a constant, and the dimension of nu naught and alpha respectively. So the dimension of these and these respectively, and the option is given. So option, and you can write m0 L1 and then t minus 1 and comma then t minus 1, and the b is m0 L1 and t0 and then comma t minus 1, and the c is m0 L1 and t minus 1 and then comma and lt minus 2, and there is also a option, that is D, so the D is m0 and L1 t minus 1 and then comma then t. So these are the options, students, and you have to choose what is the dimension of nu naught and what is the dimension of nu naught and then what is the dimension of nu naught, and then the temperature is too high for today's students. So the next concept, this is alpha t. Okay. So students, I say you that the exponent of the exponential function, that is 1. So first of all, alpha t equal to 1. You have to take. So dimension of alpha equal to, so the dimension of alpha equal to 1 by t, that is t minus 1. So where the option is t minus 1, this is not correct. This is also is not possible. So the answer is A or B. So A and B will be the answer. Now check what is the dimension of nu naught. What is the dimension of nu naught? So here, students, this is the main technique. So 1 minus of something means it is also 1. It must be a numeric value, that is 1. So the dimensions of the total value is 1. Exponential function means 1, or exponents of the exponential function, this is also 1. So this is 1, then you can say that the dimension of x x, that is L, equal to mu naught by alpha. So dimension of mu naught equal to dimension of L equal to dimension of this, you can write L equal to dimension of mu naught by alpha. So dimension of mu naught equal to L into alpha. So L into alpha. So L alpha means yes, alpha, dimension of alpha equal to t minus 1. So L t minus 1. So L t minus 1. Where it is L t minus 1? L t minus 1 and t minus. So answer, the final answer is A. So A is the answer. And I think all the numericals you enjoyed with a better limit. And the next one is question number 5. And this is the last questions. And I finished these last questions with a simple numerical. Simple concept. Simple concept. And all the concepts are related with a simple one. And it is also more important. A by B square. And it is so, I think most of the teachers do these numericals for their students. So there is a question, the equation of state. The equation of state. The equation of state. It is Van der Waals equation, that is PV equal to nRT. We know that. Boyle's law, Charles' law, combination laws. So PV equal to RT, here correction is given, here it is, and when the pressure is increases, then volume demand decreases. So there is the concept. Here P is pressure, V is AB are constants, and the dimension of A are. What is the dimension? Dimension of, what is the dimension? What is the dimension of A? What is the dimension of A? And the answer is, options are given, that is M and L to the power of 5 and then T minus 2, and the P is M L minus 1 and T minus 2, and the option C, that is M0 and L cube and T0, then D, option D is M0 L6, M0 L6 and T0. What is dimension, students? Dimension, students, are basically the exponent of the fundamental quantity. And we know that there are 7 fundamental quantities, that is length, mass, time, temperature, luminous intensity, Kelvin. Yes. So what is the exponents? Exponent. These are the dimensions. So the equation of state is given, and you have to calculate the dimension of A. This is the question. So you can solve it. You can solve it. So the dimension D, option D is, again I repeat again, that M0 L6 T0. So it is M0 L6 and T0. Okay. So the options are given, and you have to calculate the dimension of A. So from dimension of homogeneity, if students, it is say that what is the dimension of B, then you can say easily there is volume, there is L cube. Why? L cube, why? Because same physical quantity can be subtracted or added. That is the principle of homogeneity. So from the principle of homogeneity, we can say that the dimension of these one and these one are same. So the dimension of A equal to P into V square. So this is the answer. So P means ml minus 1, T minus 2, pressure, and volume. Volume means L cube. So L cube square, so L to the power 6. So the dimension is m L to the power of 5 and T minus 2. So where is the answer? M L 5 T minus 2 is the answer. It is so simple. So there are different types of numericals associated with it, and if you go for the different lectures, the previous lectures, then you can find, I think, each and every type of differential, every type of numerical relationship and their dimensions. And I try to solve another 2 or 3 lectures for the dimensions, so that you can realize all type of dimensions for advanced NEET or JEE Main. And so thank you, and for watching this video, and last of all I want to say, please continue your study, because study is the main prosperity or concepts you can realize, and all the numericals more and more conceptual. So thank you.